Come and explain what you're doing with our economy. That's the unanimous decision of the National Assembly today as the Senate concurs with the House of Representatives that the President Muhammadu Buhari should appear before a joint session to speak on his government's effort in this recession. And we will be probing the details of the crisis rocking the Ondo State All Progressives Congress APC over the emergence of Mr. Rotimi Akeredolu as the party's candidate after a controversial governorship primary. The party will be explaining to us how the party is torn apart by the storm of the process. And that's our focus tonight on the program. Many thanks for joining in, everyone. Welcome to Politics Today, live on Channels Television, wherever you may be watching us. Don't forget that we are live right now on Facebook, as much as you can see us on whatever platform you're watching from, on mobile, on TV. You can also view us as we speak on Facebook. An interesting part is you get to be able to watch us, interact, and be part of the conversation by sending your comments and let us know what exactly you make of the matter we shall be discussing on the National Assembly and the politics of Ondo State. That's outside the fact that whenever you are far away from your TV, you will not miss any action. You can watch us on mobile. It is m.channelstv.com, or on your computer, www.channelstv.com. But before we dive into the major issues of the day, let's begin by checking out some of the top political stories we're following right now.
Political roundup on Channels Television. Here are your top political stories this time.
Experts have raised concerns about the manner in which politicians conduct themselves in the electoral process, and most of them say there's urgent need to improve the electoral service delivery in order to stabilize our democracy. Director General of the Electoral Institute, Professor Abubakar Momo, told stakeholders in Abuja that the media has a huge role to play to help resolve the many challenges bedeviling the nation's electoral process.
There's a little problem, you summon the commission, come and tell us whatever. Not so much because you are seeking clarification, but because you want to see how you can gag, how you can, censor, how you can manage or even try to redirect what the commission should do.
Peace moves to stabilize the People's Democratic Party are on course. That's the assurance by the Senator Ahmed Makarfi Caretaker Committee. The leadership of the party at a meeting with the caucus of the People's Democratic Party, consisting of some former and serving governors, federal lawmakers and members of the Board of Trustees, have agreed to work with the Senator Makarfi-led Caretaker Committee to reconcile all aggrieved members to the party.
We need their endorsement. We need them to give us the necessary approval to proceed with the peace process.
And the former right-hand man of the governor of Ekiti State and the director of publicity of his campaign organization, Mr. Boyega Aribishogun, has been suspended for 180 legislative days. The lawmaker, who was the Ekiti State Assembly former chairman, House Committee on Information, is being punished for what the House says is anti-party activities. The Speaker of the State House of Assembly, Right Honorable Kola Oluwawole, affirmed the suspension of Honorable Boyega Aribishogun.
Any position of responsibility in this House during this period of suspension. Say aye.
It is all about 2018-2019 elections. We have some people who have ambition in the State House of Assembly, perhaps felt that my profile was rising. And you can see that the panel, even before they submitted their report, has already prejudged me.
And you're up to date. Those are your top political stories you need to know.
And now let's move into some of the stories that we are following, some of the political stories of your interest. To the outcome of the Edo State governorship election, The Independent Electoral Commission, INEC, today has presented certificates of return to the winner of the election, Mr. Godwin Obaseki of the APC. INEC's National Commissioner in charge of South-South Zone, Dr. Mustafa Lekki, presented the certificate to the governor-elect, who he dedicated his victory to God Almighty, adding that one of the reasons he contested the poll was to expand and attract resources into the state.
Today's result has proven that we can be professional, we can be honest, we can be open. We don't have to tell lies, we don't have to hoodwink our people to get electoral success.
And away from Edo State to the crisis rocking the People's Democratic Party, the party now is working hard to put its house in order in the face of a troubling leadership crisis. The faction and national secretary of the party, Professor Adewale Oladipo, says they are setting up a 24-man committee to reorganize the party. Professor Oladipo stated this at a press conference in Abuja on the activities of the party in the last 2 weeks after the two factional leaders agreed to work together. Senator Ali Modu Sharif and his group had been in constant leadership tussle with the McAfee-led caretaker committee in the last 5 months. The party's attempt to elect principal officers in May and August this year to put to rest the leadership crisis has failed. And now the federal government says it is already leading by example in its campaign of Change Begins With Me, which was launched in Abuja last month. Today, at a presentation of the campaign to some section of the private sector in Lagos, the government says apart from the attitudinal change from leaders, the plan is now on to sell 2 aircrafts in the presidential fleet. The Minister of Information, Alhaji Lai Mohammed, said the campaign will last for the entire life of this government, but he believes the engagement must be holistic in both public and private sectors.
Today, like I told you, we all key up